Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome to part 3 of my Succession Ninja Movement Guide series, updated for 2024. For my part 1 and my part 2, I kind of went through the skill rundown list, and then I went over movement combinations of basically off of part 1, how you can combine those and kind of make them a little bit better. But starting from part 3 and on, I don't know how many more videos for this I'm going to make before I get tired. But you're basically just going to be, we're going to be going over kind of more advanced tech, smaller things that while, you know, they're not like big gameplay effectors. I would say some of them are big gameplay effectors. But regardless, what I'm trying to say is while you already kind of had the general gameplay loop down, you need smaller things to help improve your gameplay. So that's what we're going to be going over today. And we're specifically going to be talking about Shadow Slash. Now, if you haven't watched one of these videos, real quick, make sure you're on 1.5x speed or 2x speed. And then second, if you hear me breathing raggedly through this video, it's cold outside, so my noses are plugged. So starting off, when it comes to Shadow Slash, I'm going to show you guys a normal gameplay loop for how Shadow Slash is used. When it comes to Shadow Slash, most people, during their gameplay, they're just going to do 2 long slashes. And they're going to linger it. They're going to go like this, Shadow Slash. They're going to go like this, Shadow Slash. They're going to go like this, Shadow Slash. And you get the general gist. They just try to use Shadow Slash a lot like that. And now this isn't a bad thing to actually use a long Shadow Slash linger. It gives you time to kind of think to yourself, make a better option, slow down your gameplay. Sometimes you need to play slower. Lets you reposition a little bit. There's a lot of good benefits that come from this. But there's also some things that you lose out on, and sometimes that is speed. So when I was trying to get faster with my gameplay, I started doing something that I call short slash. Now, what short slash is basically you're going to take Shadow Slash, and instead of doing these long Shadow Slash loops and lingering, you're going to mix Shadow Slash into your gameplay, into kind of spots where you might normally not mix a Shadow Slash. Or even spots where you would do a Shadow Slash, but I guess kind of being able to have more options. And you're just going to do a short slash. And you're going to go right. Now, if you're watching my first part, you remember that I said that left is for lingers, right is for cancels. But right can also be used as just your linger. Just because you want to do a longer linger on left doesn't mean you can't do a short linger on right. Sometimes you just want the short Super Armor Edition. And the nice benefit of this is that not only are you getting to move faster through your gameplay, just like this. That was a double. But you'll see, I'm also using it as a kind of movement gap closer sometimes. Ooh. Messed up a little bit on the movement. There we go. Use it for an animation cancel there, for example. But also gave myself kind of cover at the end of my ghost up. Gives me time to look at my opponent. My stamina's running low, so it's a little bit hard. But you see, I kind of am just mixing it in there and just doing short slashes. Now there's downsides to this, which is one, your stamina bar gets pretty depleted a little quickly, but it does also give you time to regenerate your stamina faster. So depending on how you're using it, you can keep your stamina levels pretty well. The second thing is that if you're already at a full stamina bar, then why not have the speed instead in your gameplay? Or even if you're at a half stamina bar. So this is something I tend to use a lot when I'm not in a super clutch situation where I'm like below 20 stamina and I need to conserve a little bit. I use it more in scenarios where I need to go fast and I need to keep my speed up. But the thing is that, at the end of the day, you could also just do a long linger on an ankle cutter sometimes. And then when you need to go fast again, right, you can mix it in again. Ooh. You can also use it to cover your fuck-ups like that and just immediately go into like another skill. So and then I'll just linger. And I'll get my stamina back. Because this is how normal ninja gameplay looks. You know, sometimes you're going to slow down a little bit and just linger and get your stamina back. You don't always have to move. The point is that off of doing things like that, you can slow down the parts that are not as important, and you can regenerate stamina during those parts using skills like Ankle Cutter and Shuriken Flight, changing up your gameplay and the timings that you use your skills. And then use your stamina on things that will kind of, you know, resource allocating your stamina bar to speeding up your gameplay in return, and not being so reliant on using Shadow Slash as your SA and Linger and kind of abusing your other skills in your kit. So that is essentially what Short Slash is. The TLDR summary. Actually, that was pretty fucking long. I'm not gonna lie, but the summary of what Short Slash is as a tech. Now, I have a couple gameplay examples to give you guys a bit more of a actual, like, you know, PvP example of how I use the short slashing in a variety of different ways. And I'll also show you something that isn't necessarily short slashing, but kind of a way to up your gameplay with Shadow Slash, specifically, you know, using it as a repositioning tool. So that'll also be in the clips. So let me pull up those now. Now, when I did this, I basically just went through my Twitch clips and just found situations where I use the skill. Some of these I have audio with, and some of them I don't because of DMCA. But regardless, if the clips are blurry, sorry, my recording quality or my streaming quality was trash at this time. Anyways, you'll see me using it, and I'll kind of explain as I go through. So this is one of my bigger view clips. It was 1v3, but I'm only going to show you a short part of it where I kind of short slash at the start. So if you watch me doing this gameplay, God, I was actually not that good back in this time. I'm not going to lie to you. I can already notice a lot of my mistakes. Anyways, did a short slash there. Did a short slash there. I don't remember how long until I do another one. Somewhere around here. But regardless, if you watch my first two short slashes at the start, you'll notice that right here, I didn't actually use it on cooldown. Now, the thing is that the nice part of short slashing is you're okay to use this off of cooldown sometimes. Okay, sometimes you might mess up and just use it off of cooldown by accident, even like you're just doing a mess up play. But it's okay because it's such a short gap that you basically aren't gonna most likely get, like, you're usually not gonna get punished for a mess up like it. And the second nice thing is that because short slash is such a heavy animation cancel for so many skills, you can actually use it by going right side compared to left side as a way to animation cancel into a skill that can protect you. So for example, right here, this is so long ago I don't even remember, I may have even wanted to do a double Shadow Slash. But in the middle of my Shadow Slash, I realized, oh, it's on cooldown, I'm not using it protected, and I instantly can go into Crescent Slash and protect myself. Like, it's okay. For example, this Bolide right here was about to hit me, but because I didn't go through the full double slash, and instead I just canceled into Crescent Slash, I was fine. Thing is, it's actually incredibly harder to cancel into Crescent Slash when Shadow Slashing left. Let's say you caught the same mess up on the left side, than going to the right side. The right side animation cancel on this is not only faster, it's also smoother. So, on the second short slash, basically this one I actually decided to use for the protection because I think in this point, I probably just realized that it's off cooldown now. Otherwise, I would never use it back to back like this. So I probably realized it's off cooldown now. And I just use it as a quick protection when I got to this point so I can see what my opponent is doing and then have a quick adjustment right after, or have the ability to move right after. If you're normally in this scenario, right, you guys, what skill would you have even used in this scenario? Your opponent's too far away for you to grab. If you toss a Malice Stomp at them, you can get CC'd here because you don't know if he's tossing a Fireball or some other skill. You need to have a small window where you can look at them. You can't Dark Frenzy them because you're going to get CC'd from behind. I could Oni Shadow, but I might want to save it for later. And if I Red Rain, I'm going to get grabbed from behind. So you don't really have a lot of options. You don't have a lot of stuff to use. You can't even use Shuriken Flight because you would get caught. So short slash is perfect. It's just enough time to give you a look at what he's doing. I make my decision, oh, I'm okay. I can use Ghost Greeting Stomp here and get behind him because I think he's just using PA. And then boom, I hit him. So that is essentially the idea. I didn't actually CC him here, but you get the idea. So that is the idea. Let's go into a different clip. Close this one. This one has audio. So you're going to see me use it actually a decent amount in this fight. This is a 1v2. I don't end up winning this, but you'll get the idea. Grab. Go for damage. It's Suck Nova and Mystic. I won't do damage enough to either. I'm moving here. I need to be quick to keep my spacing properly with the Nova. I short slash into Dark Frenzy to dodge damage to save HP. I do right side. If you notice on this right side here, I decided to do the full right side. Right here I did a... Actually, did I go back? Ooh, sorry. Stomp. And I did a full right side here. The reason I did a full right side here is because I did the first one. And then, you know, in my head, I'm only going to do one. But then I realized that this guy is getting close to me. So I decided to use 2 instead. And I commit to the 2 to gain more distance and movement. I want to space myself farther from him. This is a situation where you're using short slash to space you're using shadow slash, sorry, to space yourself properly. But because you did the right side slash and you only were planning to do 1, you can just extend it to 2. So if you need to use it as movement or spacing or something, it's fine. So you kind of have that extra option of, you know, extending. So I go right, I space myself with it. Really good way of spacing properly with shadow slash. We go back to neutral. Miss my grab. Block jump. I do a short slash here again, but I realize my stamina bar is running low. If I commit to a full shadow slash here, what's going to result is that I'm not going to be regenerating my stamina. So I'm going to be lacking options to react properly because if you notice, I don't have enough stamina for ninja step here. So, and I need to make good use of my iframe. So I immediately cancel it with malice, and I go into another super armor that can start regenerating my stamina. So this is the nice thing about short slash is that because you're only committing to 1, when you get to slow stamina situations, you can basically just bail immediately on the shadow slash and just commit to something that will give you stamina back so you're not stuck there for 2 or 3 seconds and then you're like, shit, I can't go step here, or if I can go step, I can't use another iframe or a stamina skill. You get the point. Gives you a lot more benefits there. Did another short slash here. This one was a little bit of a grief. But I didn't want to use Shuriken Flight. I couldn't really use Ninja Step or Stomp. I didn't have Oni Shadow, and if I used Red Rain, I just get grabbed. And so I basically just wanted to keep moving here. So I was like, well, I'm just going to have to commit to the Shadow Slash, even if it's shit. I just need to get enough spacing away from them. I got to get it farther away. So I Shuriken Flight eventually. I said I don't have any other option. Caught him. Another short slash. Use it to kind of cover just in case the Nova did a block jump CC or something, but I maliced. And at this point, I don't remember using short slash again. I used actually a double here because this time I do need to linger SA. Because I'm like, I need to give myself enough time to get my ghost step back because I have to iframe out of the scenario. But it didn't work out because I got grabbed. So that was that scenarios. That was actually a pretty good one. You can kind of see me use it a lot there. This is the next one we have. It's towards the end. You'll see me use shadow slash or short slash here a lot for animation canceling in this clip. So if you watch, I used a short slash right here, and then this time I went left. The reasoning for this is actually because there is a time where positioning might over prioritize kind of animation canceling or like having the faster one. So for example, this time I didn't want to be on his right side here because the stairs are going to block my malice movement. They might like bug me out. So I wanted to go left. So I said, fuck it. I'll just do 1 to the left. And then I'm like, okay, I want to malice him right now. So I toss my malice and then I just go for the damage. Now it was like a really short clip, but regardless, you get the idea. It was already a winning scenario, but I just wanted to show where sometimes positioning is priority. And you can just do 1 left. Still recommend focusing right, though. There's another one. So I have to actually mute this one. So this one, I didn't realize. So this one, this is me using short slash, or I guess in this scenario, just shadow slash, and just using it for spam animation canceling all my skills, even though the skill itself is not super armor. So I first use it to buff up. And I'm like, okay, I'm not going to be having the SA here. I'm just going to be using it as I just need to get my attack speed buff. And I need to blitz them. So I blitz them as fast as I can. And I immediately use Shadow Slash again. And the reason I'm using it here is because I'm coming off of Fatal Blow. And the thing is that it's okay to use it as a what's it called here? You know, animation cancel. And so this time I just want to get into my block jump as fast as I can. Now I could do smoke screen here and then block jump, but the problem is that my block jump at this point is too far away from Mamo to hit him if I use smoke. So instead, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to animation cancel, use the shadow slash movement diagonally to get closer to him, then use my smoke screen to cover my shadow slash gap, see if he tries to dash CC me, and then Ghost Step, Foxclaw. I think I went for the catch here instead of block jump. Yeah, I went for the catch here because at this point I was like, he was close enough. I didn't want to waste it. And then I go farther. I use shadow slash animation cancel one more time. This time I went left because I didn't want to get too close to the Musa because of his fiery crevice. Got to this player, went left again because left side shadow slash movement is further than short slash movement, so it's easier for me to get this close to him. And also these guys are so far away that me using left instead of right is okay. And I just went for the CC. Anyways, this guy was AFK, so all that tech just for catching an AFK guy. Anyways, moving on. This is another scenario where basically I am fighting in the middle of a fight. His two teammates DC'd, but basically I just want to keep my pressure on this guy as much as I can. So I only do one short slash here to kind of give myself the time to look at what he's doing and which direction he's going to go, but make sure I'm protected. I see he's backing up, so I immediately follow up with Ghost Slash. That's a really good connection, by the way, off of Short Slash. You should do right side Short Slash into Ghost Slash Ghost Step. It's really strong off of movement chain. So, like, if I do Ghost Step, Stomp, Fatal Blow, I'll do Short Slash, Ghost Step into, like, another chain. Super nice. That might have been a hard thing to catch, everything I said there, if you're new to the class, so feel free to rewind that a couple times if you need to understand what I said. I said that a bit quick. That was just a short clip, but you get the general idea. Actually, no, his two teammates are here. I forgot. I thought they're AFK. John popped off here. Also, you'll see me right here. I do right side Shadow Slash, and the reason I use right side Shadow Slash here is because what are my options? I have two enemies on the ground, and I want to drop damage here, right? But the thing is that I don't want to Ghost Step Beheading Moonlight, because Ghost Step Beheading Moonlight does an animation cancel beheading, so it's slower, okay? So instead here, I will Shadow Slash and use the Shadow Slash for movement. Now, I went into Blade Spin instead of Beheading and Moonlight and whatever. But as an example, it's just it's a habit of mine in that scenario to use the Shadow Slash itself as movement to get closer to my opponent and have options for animation cancels for my damaging skills. So, good for that. This was this is very similar to the last clip in terms of the movement for damage. You'll see you notice I catch Camellia here, and I need to cancel, and I want to do hard aiming. But the thing is that if I'm going to do hard aiming, I could do Ghost Step into Shadow Slash hard aiming, but I might as well just do a full Shadow Slash to get close to him and then drop my hard aiming like that. Because this is going to hit anyway. So there's not really any reason to use both my Ghost Step and my Shadow Slash and my hard aiming. It would take too long in comparison to just doing double Shadow Slash hard aiming right here. A couple more clips to go through. Oh, wait. This is actually just a meme clip. Sorry about that. I pulled that one up. I was like, oh, shit, this is pretty funny. This is me against Flannels. And you'll see me use Short Slash here a few times. I did double Shadow Slash right here. Short Slash. Short Slash. Now, if you notice on this one, you might be wondering why I use Short Slash here in the first place and then just immediately moved out of it. The reasoning, for example, in this scenario was that, as a Short Slash out of habit, I could have gone a second one, but I was like, man, if I'm positioned here on the right side and he's over here, I'm not in the perfect position when I'm 1v1ing this. Spacing and perfect positioning, I shouldn't say perfect, but generally good positioning, is really important in 1v1s and even 2v2s and 3v3s. But regardless, right here, I didn't want to stand on this right side. I wanted to stand opposite of him as far as I could in the perfect spot opposite of him. Because I'm scared if I'm here, he has kind of a diagonal to get to me, and it's a bit harder for me to see him because of the wall, and he might have different weird options. I'm better off getting this open field so that both sides of him are just straight open, and I have more movement to move around him. I don't want to put myself in a corner. I want to put myself in the open space. So I short slash here, and then I'm able to move and get a good positioning on the middle. And that kind of helps me lead into smoke screen in the middle of the field. And at this point, if I block jump as a result of my previous positioning, I can basically just, he's going to be straight in the open when he lands out. He doesn't have a lot of, like, he can't go behind a wall or some shit. And I catch him right here, go step, block jump, and I hit the one gap that he has. So good positioning, short slash, benefits. I don't remember what this clip was that I grabbed. I did a right side shadow slash here. Did a short slash to cancel my block jump. Did another short slash right here, abusing the SA because I noticed my middle block jump one doesn't have super armor to cover my beheading. And then also animation cancel my beheading as a way. Got the CC off of it. Wait, I remember this clip. It was actually pretty funny. What happened? This guy 100 me and then he jumps. Okay, content. Anyways, moving on to the next clip. No, I don't remember this one short slashing in it. There's another one. Let me see this one. Okay, listen. Even I myself will make some mechanical errors sometimes. I blame this one on the servers, but regardless. So, anyways, in this clip, you'll see me use short slash again. I use this one to cover my crescent slash. It's off cooldown here. I decided that he was far enough away and he was far enough away that I could use a safe option. So basically, I used a short slash here to give myself just enough of a window to look at my cooldowns and make a decision. And the decision I went to was crescent slash. I didn't want to do blade spin or red rain because they would be close enough. If I use that, I'd be stationary so I can take damage. So I wanted to use crescent slash and use it as a way to space myself about just a little bit more. And it was a perfect option here. So short slash, really beneficial for that part. And then what's this one? Oh, wait, another meme clip. I should have saved this one. And then this was actually a really good one. So this was a 1v1 I had against Divios in one of the arenas. Shout outs to Hands during this clip. He says some funny shit. But I use short slash actually a decent amount in this video. So in this one, I'm not going to explain actually on this one. I'll let you guys kind of use this one as the last one for yourself as a reference to kind of look through it and then, you know, kind of look at it and realize as for yourselves as you watch.
Slow. 25 seconds. Yeah, slow. Control. 15 seconds. You went on health for sure too. Get CC. Nah, keep fucking. Killing him, or health. Yeah.
Let's go.
Killing him.
So I love Hans' commentary during this clip, dude. I always laugh when I hear it. Anyways, as you guys saw, I actually used shadow slash a ton in this 1v1, and this is probably the best example that I have when I went through a lot of my clips of kind of how to use it actually properly. I used shadow slash probably the best I could in this 40 seconds or so. I not only used the left side double shadow slash linger and during the times that I needed to, I also used a fast version, the short slash, when I needed to. Both for animation cancels on my damage skills a ton, and then also for speeding up my movement in a matchup where I need to make sure that I am getting in and out as quickly as possible and never sitting in one spot for too long to give the striker opportunities to slow me or try to go for catches or anything or desync me, whatever. I just need to keep my spacing really, really quickly. So short slash was perfect here. There was also one point where I did a short left slash instead of a right side one. Whether it was for positioning or maybe I decided I wanted to do a double, but I backed out on it and I only did one instead. I don't remember for sure, but you know, it's still a short slash regardless. It's not the super fast short slash, but it's a short slash regardless. So you get the general idea. And yeah, that was pretty much all the clips that I wanted to show. I hope that helps out for you guys. A little bit of a long video just talking about one skill, but I think it is something that actually genuinely not enough ninjas do. I think a lot of people, even if they do it, they don't kind of think about it sometimes. So yeah, hope you guys can up your gameplay a little bit with it. Hope that helped. And I will be trying to come up with an idea for a part 4. I haven't thought about it. This just kind of came to my mind as I was watching the previous videos. So I don't really know what I would even do for a part 4. I'll think about it as I go on. If you guys have some suggestions for a skill you want to talk about or whatever, feel free to, I guess, leave it in the comments. So yeah, with that, I will see you guys later. Happy learning, and good luck in AOS, boys.